Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're tackling something that probably wakes many of you up, in the middle of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Or makes that first step out of bed just, a real struggle. Those sudden, really searing leg cramps. And that muscle stiffness that just seems to kind of come with getting older.
It's so common.
You know the feeling, the one that makes you literally jump, or you're there rubbing your leg trying to make it stop?
Absolutely.
So our mission for this deep dive is simple. Cut through all the noise and get straight to the essential stuff, the knowledge you can actually use.
Good plan.
We're going to uncover some maybe surprising connections about how really simple dietary changes can make a huge difference. We're talking specific foods, things that can genuinely help relax your muscles, improve circulation, maybe even stop those cramps before they even think about starting.
That's the goal.
And for this deep dive, we're spotlighting three, let's call them superfoods, that you probably already have them in your kitchen right now.
Yeah, and it's such an important focus because it's often overlooked, isn't it? Just how profoundly what we eat connects directly to our muscle health,
All right.
to our mobility, our overall well-being, especially as we age.
Totally.
And understanding these links, it's not just about, or avoiding a bit of discomfort. It's really about empowering yourself. Giving you the power to make practical, impactful changes that can genuinely improve your quality of life, or maybe the quality of life for someone you care about.
Okay, let's jump right in then. Starting with our first superfood, eggs. We hear them called the powerhouse all the time. Vitamins, minerals.
Yep, that's the word you hear.
But what's the real story? Let's unpack this.
Yeah.
How exactly do eggs help older adults with those awful leg cramps?
Well, what's fascinating is how they contribute in maybe ways you wouldn't immediately think of. It's quite multifaceted.
Okay.
So first off, muscle fatigue, that's a primary reason people get cramps, right?
That makes sense.
And quality protein is just crucial for muscle repair. Eggs, they're a complete protein source,
Right.
meaning they pack all 9 essential amino acids. Just one large egg gives you a solid 6 grams of really high quality protein.
Okay. 6 grams.
And this isn't just about building muscle like a bodybuilder. It's about providing like a top-tier repair crew that works while you sleep.
Ah, I like that analogy.
Yeah, rebuilding muscle fibers, reducing that day-to-day fatigue, and actively fighting sarcopenia.
Sarcopenia.
Yeah,
That's the age-related muscle loss.
exactly. That gradual loss that makes everyday tasks feel harder, and leaves us way more prone to those sudden, unwelcome cramps and general weakness.
That makes perfect sense. Protein is a kind of defense.
Mm-hmm.
But when I think eggs, I also think vitamin D. How significant is that contribution, and how does it play into muscles and cramps?
You're absolutely spot on to connect eggs and vitamin D. It's critical, mainly for calcium absorption.
Right.
And calcium, in turn, is vital for muscles to contract properly. Without enough vitamin D, you can get muscle weakness, chronic pain, and specifically those muscle cramps. Research shows this pretty consistently. Seniors who are low in vitamin D often suffer from more frequent and more severe leg cramps.
Wow.
And egg yolks do naturally contain vitamin D, which is great.
But, I sense a but.
Yeah, there's a bit of nuance here. While an egg gives you about, say, 40 IU,
Okay.
the daily recommendation for seniors is quite a bit higher. We're talking 800 to 1,000 IUs per day.
Ah, okay. Big difference.
Right. So while eggs definitely contribute, they can't do it alone. It's best to think of them as part of the team.
So combine them with other things.
Exactly. Fortified dairy, like milk or yogurt. Fatty fish salmon's a great one. Getting some sunshine safely. And maybe considering a supplement if your levels are actually low. A blood test can tell you that.
I appreciate that clarity. It's not just get some vitamin D. It's about the right amount. Eggs help, but aren't the whole story there.
Precisely.
Now, what about vitamin B12? That's always linked to nerve health, right?
Right?
Which sounds pretty important if your muscles are twitching and cramping.
Exactly. Vitamin B12 plays a direct, really crucial role in nerve function.
How so?
Well, when your levels are low, nerve signals get impaired. They don't fire correctly. And that can lead directly to muscle spasms, tingling, and, yes, cramping.
I see.
Eggs provide B12, and they provide choline. And these two actually work together. They support nerve insulation.
Like the coating on a wire.
Perfect analogy, like the protective coating. And that vastly improves the communication pathway between your muscles and your nerves.
Okay.
This is super important for preventing those neuropathy-related cramps. You see those a lot in people with diabetes and also just more generally in seniors.
That's a huge point. especially for seniors. It makes me wonder, though, why are seniors more vulnerable to B12 deficiency? Is it just diet?
That's a great question. And often it's not just diet. There's a silent absorption issue for many.
Ah,
Often it's down to reduced stomach acid as we age, which limits how much B12 we can actually absorb from food.
right.
Plus, some common medications like metformin for diabetes or drugs for acid reflux, they can actually deplete B12 levels over time.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. And then, of course, some seniors might just eat fewer animal-based foods, which are the main sources.
So this deficiency isn't trivial then?
Not at all. It can directly cause frequent muscle cramps, general weakness, even nerve damage, that burning, numb, tingling feeling, and anemia, which means less oxygen gets to your muscles.
Okay.
So eggs are fantastic here. They're a really senior-friendly B12 source. They're easy to digest. They're a lower fat option compared to, say, red meat. And they offer that great combo of protein and other vitamins, not just B12. Plus, they're excellent for vegetarians who eat dairy but skip meat.
Okay, now for the big one, the cholesterol question. For years, we heard limit your eggs. How do we square that with all these benefits, especially for seniors?
Yeah, that's the elephant in the room, isn't it? But the good news is the research and the advice has really shifted.
Okay.
Moderate egg consumption, we're talking about 6 to 7 eggs per week, is now widely seen as safe for most healthy people.
Really? 6 or 7?
Yes, and it doesn't significantly impact blood cholesterol levels for most. Now, if you have existing heart conditions or very high cholesterol, definitely talk to your doctor. That's always wise.
Of course.
But even then, think about what you might replace. Swapping processed meats like sausage or bacon for eggs can actually be a heart-healthy choice. It's often more about the company eggs keep on your plate.
That's a great way to put it. Okay, so let's pull all this together then. We've got the protein for muscle repair, the B12 for nerves, vitamin D and calcium for muscle function. What does this mean for those truly awful nighttime leg cramps, the ones that just jolt you awake?
Right. Well, by strategically including eggs in your diet, maybe in an evening meal or just regularly at breakfast, you're giving your body those key nutrients. Nutrients that support overnight muscle recovery and keep those nerves happy. And that balanced intake can absolutely help reduce how often those nighttime cramps hit and how bad they are. Of course, there are always individual things to consider. Seniors with kidney disease might need to watch their protein intake, doctor's advice needed there.
Sure.
Those with very high cholesterol could focus on egg whites. If you have diabetes, pair eggs with fiber-rich foods, veggies, whole grains to keep blood sugar steady.
Got it.
But for most people, regular intake, say 6-7 a week, paired with other good foods, staying hydrated, keeping electrolytes balanced, eggs become a simple but, yeah, remarkably effective tool in your dietary toolkit.
Okay, so eggs cover muscle strength, nerve communication, really solid foundation.
Yeah.
But what if the cramps feel more like an imbalance, those sudden sharp spasms?
Ah, yes. That brings us perfectly to our next champion.
Oh.
And it's probably sitting right there in your fruit bowl.
Bananas.
Bananas, the ultimate electrolyte balancer.
So what are the key minerals we're talking about?
You hit it, electrolytes. And potassium is really the star player. Think of it as the conductor of your muscle symphony. It's essential for every single muscle contraction, every nerve signal firing, and keeping the right fluid balance inside your cells.
Right, fluid balance.
When potassium levels dip too low, that's called hypokalemia, your muscles just become much more prone to spasms and cramps. It's a direct link.
How much potassium are we talking in a banana?
One medium banana gives you about 420 milligrams, which is pretty decent, around 12% of what you need daily.
Okay.
And low potassium, it messes with those precise electrical signals between nerves and muscles. They get overexcitable.
Leading to?
Involuntary contractions. Cramps. Plus, the cells struggle to balance fluids, which leads to that feeling of stiffness.
And seniors are more at risk for low potassium.
They often are, yeah. Could be reduced appetite, maybe not the best diet consistently. Sometimes medication, side effects, diuretics are a big one here, or even just not drinking enough water, dehydration.
Okay, and bananas also have magnesium, right? That's the relaxation mineral.
Absolutely spot on. Magnesium is the other crucial part of the banana package. It's like the calming influence for those overactive muscles.
How did you do that?
It helps reduce muscle excitability, prevents those sudden cramps, and really importantly, it supports ATP production.
ATP, that's energy for the cells.
Exactly. It's the high-octane fuel your cells need for every single thing they do, including contracting and relaxing. Magnesium also helps regulate calcium and potassium. They all work together.
How much magnesium in a banana?
About 32 milligrams in a medium one. And since we know many seniors don't get enough magnesium overall, that contribution from a simple banana is pretty significant for preventing tightness and spasms.
Now, I'm curious about vitamin B6. You don't usually hear about that with bananas first, but how does that fit in with nerves and muscles?
It's a great question. It's kind of the unsung hero in the banana. Vitamin B6 is key for your whole nervous system.
Right.
It helps regulate the neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that control muscle movements. Vital for smooth, coordinated, cramp-free motion. It also plays a role in reducing inflammation, which means faster muscle recovery. And it helps make red blood cells, which carry oxygen to your muscles. Very important.
How much B6 are we talking?
Each banana gives you about 0.4 milligrams. That's nearly 30% of the daily requirement for seniors.
Wow, that's quite a bit.
It is.
Yeah.
And there was actually a study back in 2018 that found seniors with low B6 intake had more frequent leg cramps.
Really?
Yeah, often linked to nerve dysfunction and higher levels of inflammation. So B6 is a surprisingly important piece of this whole cramp prevention puzzle.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
It really makes you think it's like our muscles are literally screaming, feed me potassium and magnesium when they cramp up like that, especially at night.
It kind of is. And
Yeah.
because bananas have that powerful combo, potassium, magnesium, and those hydration-supporting carbohydrates, having one maybe an hour or two before bed can be really helpful.
How so for nighttime?
Well, it can help relax the muscles, potentially reduce how intense the cramps are if they do hit. It helps balance those electrolytes overnight and might even support better sleep just by easing muscle tension.
But water is still key.
Oh, absolutely vital. Bananas support hydration, but if dehydration is the root cause of your cramps, you need water. Plain and simple. At least 6-8 glasses a day.
Good reminder.
Pairing your banana with a glass of water is great. Or even coconut water that has electrolytes too. Double win.
So putting it into practice, how many bananas a day should seniors aim for to get these benefits?
You know, generally, one banana a day does a good job supporting overall muscle health with that potassium and magnesium boost.
Just one.
For general support, yes. Now, if someone's dealing with frequent or really severe cramps, maybe bumping it up to 2 bananas a day could offer more benefit.
Okay.
But just a small flag here for seniors managing diabetes. Moderation is key. Bananas do have natural sugars.
Right.
So best to eat them alongside some fiber like nuts or whole grains to help keep blood sugar levels nice and stable. Avoid those spikes.
Good advice. Okay, so we've got eggs for muscle repair and nerve health, bananas for that crucial electrolyte balance. To round out our superfood trio, let's talk nuts and seeds.
Ah, yes, the tiny powerhouses.
Right. They're packed with magnesium, potassium, protein, healthy fats. How do they fit into stopping cramps and boosting muscle health?
Nuts and seeds are just incredible. Think of them as anti-inflammatory boosters, offering a really wide range of benefits.
Okay.
We already touched on magnesium and how many seniors just don't get enough, right? Which makes them so much more prone to those frequent, painful leg cramps. Well, nuts and seeds are some of the best natural sources out there. Get this. Just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds gives you a massive 168 milligrams of magnesium. That's 40% of your daily needs in a tiny serving.
Wow, 40%.
Yep. Almonds give you about 77 milligrams, cashews around 74, really significant amounts.
So, serious magnesium powerhouses. Do they bring much potassium to the table too?
They do, yes. Many varieties contribute significantly. Pistachios are surprisingly high, about 290 milligrams per ounce.
Pistachios, interesting.
Yeah. Almonds have around 200 milligrams, cashews about 160.
Yeah.
And think about it. Those electrolytes, magnesium and potassium, you lose them through sweat.
Even just normal daily activity.
Absolutely. Even light activity. So constantly replenishing them is essential for muscle recovery and preventing cramps,
Right.
especially after any physical exertion.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And what about the fats in them? Healthy fats, right?
Exactly. Healthy fats are another huge benefit. Things like the omega-3 fatty acids you get in walnuts and flax seeds, or the monounsaturated fats in almonds and cashews. These fats do wonders for improving blood flow and actively reducing muscle inflammation.
And poor circulation can cause cramps.
Definitely, especially in the legs and often particularly at night. Improving circulation with these healthy fats can make a real difference.
And you mentioned inflammation. That seems key for overall muscle comfort and long-term health, doesn't it?
It's absolutely fundamental. Chronic low-grade inflammation can damage muscle tissue over time.
Right.
It makes seniors much more prone to cramping, soreness, even slower recovery after activity. Nuts and seeds are loaded with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds.
So they fight that inflammation.
Directly. They reduce what's called oxidative stress in the muscles. They lower inflammation levels, which allows muscles to recover faster, and they support better long-term muscle health overall. This is especially good for anyone dealing with chronic muscle pain or conditions like arthritis, where inflammation is a big factor.
Okay, this brings up a practical question.
Yep.
With all the different nuts and seeds out there, which ones give us the most, bang for our buck specifically for preventing leg cramps?
Good question. For targeted cramp prevention, you'd want to focus on a few stars. Pumpkin seeds are definitely your #1 pick for magnesium content, hands down.
Okay, pumpkin seeds for magnesium.
Almonds are fantastic because they give you a great hit of both magnesium and potassium.
Nice combo.
Pistachios, as I mentioned, really stand out for their potassium content. Cashews are excellent for magnesium and those circulation-boosting healthy fats.
Mm.
And don't forget walnuts. They're incredibly rich in those anti-inflammatory omega-3s.
So variety is probably best.
Absolutely. Consuming a mix is the best strategy. It helps you cover all your nutritional bases and ensures you're getting a diverse range of these muscle-supporting nutrients.
Now these are so good, it feels easy to just keep eating them.
Mm-hmm.
What's the right amount? Portion control must be key, right? They're high in calories.
That's a crucial point. They're calorie dense. So moderation is important. A small handful, think about 1 ounce,
Which looks like,
roughly 20 almonds or maybe 2 tablespoons of seeds. That per day is generally the recommended amount.
okay, 1 ounce.
And an easy way to get seeds in is just to sprinkle them flax seeds, chia seeds, those pumpkin seeds onto your oatmeal, yogurt, salads. Effortless boost.
Good tip. What about the best time to eat them? Does it matter?
It can. Eating them with meals helps with nutrient absorption generally and keeps electrolyte levels steady.
Okay.
Having a small serving before bed might actually help reduce those nighttime leg cramps by keeping muscles relaxed through the night.
Interesting.
And definitely after exercise. They're excellent then for restoring electrolytes you've lost through sweat and helping your muscles recover. Just a few final thoughts on nuts and seeds. Always watch out for the sodium content in salted or heavily processed ones.
Right, salt can dehydrate you.
Exactly. It can work against your hydration goals.
Yeah.
Also, be mindful of potential allergies, obviously.
Yeah.
And for some people with sensitive digestion, the fiber content can sometimes cause issues if you eat too many at once. So stick to unsalted, raw, or dry roasted varieties and enjoy them in moderation to get all those fantastic muscle benefits without any downsides.
So there you have it. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? The profound power that just incorporating these 3 seemingly simple foods, eggs, bananas, and a daily handful of nuts and seeds can have.
It really is.
Preventing those painful leg cramps, enhancing overall muscle health, genuinely improving mobility for seniors. And they're easy, delicious additions to pretty much any diet.
Absolutely. And maybe a final thought for you to consider as you process all this from our deep dive today.
Yeah.
How might understanding the specific interplay of nutrients, the quality protein, the vital vitamins like D and B12, those critical electrolytes, magnesium and potassium.
Yes.
How might knowing this shift your approach?
Beyond just cramps, you mean?
Exactly. Beyond just preventing cramps, think about how it might contribute to broader aspects of your well-being, your sustained energy levels throughout the day, perhaps, the quality of your sleep, or even just feeling a greater sense of physical freedom and ease as you move through your day. It's really quite amazing how these small, informed dietary tweaks can lead to surprisingly significant improvements in your overall quality of life.